The cloud has evolved into an incredibly powerful computing platform, but customers and developers still find themselves having to deal with burdensome tasks across security, networking, deployment, and operations to build and manage even the simplest systems. Wing aims to simplify cloud development for developers and DevOps teams. With us is Elad Ben-Israel, the CEO of Wing. Why is there a need for a new programming language specifically for the cloud?
Programming languages are tools that allow developers to design and express how they want a computer to behave. All the programming languages we use today for the cloud are designed around the idea that the computer is something that runs inside a box, a machine. And the cloud is no longer a computer like that. And so there are fundamental aspects of existing programming languages that make it really hard for developers and companies to build applications for the cloud because it's a distributed system, it uses all these services. And so what we're trying to do with Wing is we're trying to create a language that will allow developers to basically express cloud applications, which is something that hasn't been tried yet. And so one aspect is the infrastructure, and the other aspect is the code that runs that actually describes our business logic. And what Wing is doing is combining these two into a single language. Wing, as a programming language, is shipped with a standard library. And the standard library allows developers to actually express their functionality of their application without binding it specifically to a cloud implementation. And so by decoupling the definition of the functionality of the application and the actual implementation of the DevOps side, we're able to allow developers to basically build portable applications. I'm a developer. For me, it's always been about how can I build better tools to be more effective and more happy and stay in the flow of my development.
You left a very lucrative job in Amazon. What motivated you to leave and become an entrepreneur? I really enjoyed working there. It was actually a really, really fun, really amazing journey. Spent 7 years there, so it was a long time. But at some point, I felt that Amazon doesn't have the right vision, in a sense, in terms of how developers should build applications to the cloud, and they weren't super motivated to fix this vision. To me, it's always I need to make sure that I have the best tools. With the backing of leading global venture capitalists who share Wing's vision, how does this support influence the company's journey and its long-term goals?
The support is amazing because it is a very big vision and it's a very challenging project, both technically. The market of the cloud is obviously just growing and expanding, and mature companies realizing that the economics of the cloud make more sense. The economics of the cloud make more sense if you're actually leaning on it, when you're actually using the cloud and not just thinking about it as a bunch of machines in Amazon's data centers, right? You're thinking about it as an ecosystem of services. And Wing, I believe, can play an instrumental role in helping more companies adopt the cloud and use it. I'm a first-time founder. My co-founder has done this before, shepherding us through the process of starting the company, of thinking about the go-to-market, constantly involved in making sure that keeping us honest in terms of the goals that we set and how we approach them and our blind spots. So that's been incredible. I feel like Grove has been real partners to this. I think that Grove is one of the venture capitalists in Israel that have more experience with developer tools and open source. That's a unique area, and I feel like I've been happy to be part of this kind of sub-community that Grove is leading.
Elad Ben-Israel, co-founder and CEO of Wing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.